This is Tom Bernacchi. Today I'm going over the top 10 benefits of walking. We have a walking guide. If you're a senior, if you have hip problems, knee problems, joint problems, if you're off balance, walking is the single best thing you can do to start getting your strength going, your joints feeling better. There's a saying called motion is lotion, and we're going to show you the top 10 benefits backed by science, and we're starting now. So we go over a walking guide. If you have injuries, if you're stiff, if you're weak, walking is one of the best and healthiest things you can start doing. But a lot of the patients I see, they have joint problems, foot problems, knee problems, hip problems. We go over a 30-day transforming your health, your biomechanics guide to show you how to get back in the shape when you're a teenager, when you're in your 20s, when you're in the prime of your life. You can get back to that. Check out that guide below. But here is the countdown of the top 10 benefits of walking. Number 10, improved sleep. Walking, especially in the morning or afternoon, can improve sleep quality according to the Sleep Medicine Journal. And it found that moderate intensity, like walking, improves sleep quality, especially in adults with insomnia. So if you have insomnia and you start a walking exercise program, likely your sleep will improve. Number 9, enhanced mood and mental health. Regular walking. In a study in 2020 in the Mental Health and Physical Activity Journal, it was found that walking can improve your mental health among participants. We know that blood flow is great for brain health. It's great for endorphins, hormones. There's no doubt that it's going to make you feel better. Number 8, increased lung capacity. Walking is a great introductory exercise. If you have not walked or moved, getting your lung capacity built up over time is fantastic. A study in the Respiratory Medicine Journal showed that regular walking improves lung function in both healthy and non-healthy individuals. Walking is a safe exercise to start, especially, if you're not ready for heavier duty activity like running. Walking is just as good and probably safer. And as time goes on, your lung function will improve most likely, and you will be able to move to higher and stronger levels of activity. Number 7, improved joint health. Walking maintains healthy cartilage. This is actually a trick. People think that more walking, more running makes your cartilage less healthy. But unless you do extreme amounts where you damage the cartilage, like I'm talking 100 miles a week or so, which is extreme, your cartilage will actually get stronger. Adaptation is very important. Ligaments connect bone to bone and tendons connect muscle to bone. This is an unbelievably important chart. It's an adaptation, your percent adaptation over time. Look at how long it takes nerve, muscle, bone, and fascia. So nerves, muscles, bone, and fascia to adapt. 30 weeks to start fully adapting to your walking program. Whereas ligaments, tendons, and cartilage, 60, 70, 80, 90 weeks. It can take almost 1 to 2 years to fully adapt your muscles, your tendons, your ligaments, and your cartilage. So you have to set realistic time perspectives. The goal of a walking program is that it should be fun and long-term and something you can keep up, not something that you do for show or for the camera that you do for a week or two and give up. So studies show that vertical compression pushes more nutrients into your cartilage. And with a moderate amount of exercise like walking for reasonable portions, your cartilage will actually get stronger. And countless studies prove that people who walk and move more during the day, as long as it's not like standing for 12 hours on hard concrete, their cartilage is a lot stronger and they are a lot healthier. Their joints are more flexible and function better. Walking biomechanically distributes the synovial fluid, providing lubrication and nutrients to your joints. So personally, I have seen hundreds of patients as their muscles get stronger, as they walk straighter, their joints stop hurting less, and the results are long lasting. What do the studies say? Now, there is a complicated relationship. With more exercise-induced activity at the proper angles and the proper amounts, there is a crosstalk between the bone and the cartilage, and it can actually improve. And studies do show that in the short term, with activity, people with arthritis generally do better. But long term, there's no one claiming that it will grow back all the cartilage. That's not what we're trying to say here. Number 6, weight management. A person weighing around 155 pounds will burn approximately 280 to 300 calories per hour with a brisk walk. We're talking 3.5 miles an hour. Most people weigh more than 155 pounds. If you're 200 pounds, you're going to probably burn 25% more. A study in the Journal of Nutrition showed that walking was very important in a weight loss program and obesity prevention. Number 5, lowering blood pressure and improved heart health. A Harvard study found that walking at least 30 minutes per day reduced heart disease by 19% in a study. Very important. One of the great benefits of walking for sure, getting that blood flowing. Number 4, increased bone density. Osteoporosis is a huge problem. 25% of women in retirement age will have osteoporosis. Really raises your risk for joint problems, fractures, and immobility. The single most important thing you can do is put weight and load weight on your bones and joints. That's called Wolff's Law. Wolff's Law states whenever there's more pressure, more compressive force, that bone will develop more strength, more trabeculae, more fibrils to strengthen itself against that force. So the more stress and the more strength training you do, the stronger your bones will be. Wolff's Law is essentially if you don't use it, you lose it. And if you use it, your bones get a lot stronger, your muscles get a lot stronger. The Journal of Bone and Mineral Research found that walking significantly increased bone mineral density in postmenopausal women. Check out our best guides for osteoporosis treatment down below. On the left-hand side is your skeletal mass in grams. You can see the male is about 1,500 at about age 25-30. The female is on average about 1,200 grams, but you could see age 50, 60, 70, it dramatically declines, especially postmenopausal females over males. This is a huge drop in bone mass. It has to be prevented for a healthy life. And the beauty is the walking program loads your body weight through motion. It works your muscles, and the bones have been shown to actually get stronger. So you can see the inside of the bone, these are called trabeculae. They strengthen, they become more organized, and you're more resistant to injury. Number 3, reduced blood sugar and reduced risk of type 2 diabetes. Walking makes your muscles absorb blood sugar. In today's world, we're eating more than ever and we're exercising less than ever. In North America, in Europe, in South America, in Asia, our calories are going up dramatically and our exercise levels are decreasing significantly. Walking is an easy answer to this problem. Our obesity rate since 2000 in the United States has gone from 30% to over 40%. So almost half the people are obese, but that's before COVID. That's 2017. It's close to 50% right now. The rates are actually only increasing, especially for young kids, which is terrible. Everybody can start getting up. They can start walking. Your bones, your muscles, everything will start getting stronger and using up those extra calories. Look at the diabetes rate. In the Middle East, they're extremely high. The developed world, the United States, China, most of Europe, it's extremely high. It's close to 10% or more. There are hundreds of millions of people around the world who are diabetics, and these rates are only worsening. We need an easy way out. Take a look at China here. Almost 120 million people. In fact, this is an old chart. It should be a lot higher. China, India, you have the United States, you have the Middle East, you have Europe, you have Mexico, South America. Now everybody's getting increased levels of this. A study in the Diabetes Journal concluded that a brisk walk lowers your blood sugar and it helps you sleep, thus further lowering your blood sugar, improving your blood flow. It just really cycles into itself. Walking is one of the single best exercises you can do if you are a diabetic or if you have high blood sugar. Number 2, strengthen muscles. Walking engages multiple muscle groups. The American Council on Exercise highlights how walking can tone and strengthen leg muscles, specifically your hips, your quadriceps, your hamstrings. There was a study in 2020 in the British Journal of Medicine that found strength training and loading weight is the single most important thing you can do towards long life and cutting down diseases. Easiest, most accessible way for everybody around the world is to just get out your door with the proper shoes, proper insoles, and go for a walk right now. And number 1, extended lifespan. The single most significant benefit is long life. The American Journal of Preventive Medicine published a study that walking at a moderate pace for at least 150 minutes a week can significantly extend life expectancy. I'm a huge fan of walking. Even if you have foot problems, knee problems, hip problems, the first thing you want to do is get evaluated. You can come see me as a podiatrist. I can do that. Knee specialist, hip specialist, your primary care doctor can help that. But outside of that 1% of people with like a severe problem, like their hip might dislocate or something along those lines, 99.5% of those people will do amazing with walking. It's the single most important thing you can do. Everybody can do it. You just need a good pair of shoes. You need to live in a nice, healthy area, or you can walk around your house as well. Walking is unbelievable. If you want to know how to walk, we have a guide, all the best shoes, the best orthotics, stretches, exercises, tools, how to get started, what you need to be doing. Check that out below. A good plan is to start slow. That 5, 6, 7 weeks, don't start with an unsupportive shoe. Start with a good shoe. Otherwise, you're going to get bone soreness, muscle soreness, fascia soreness right off the bat. Start with a cushioned shoe with a soft, gentle orthotic. You don't need a hard, restrictive orthotic. Get used to it. You can see as 10 weeks, 20 weeks go by, your fascia, your muscles are adjusting. The orthotic is preventing you from rotating, compressing, stretching, and then you could potentially go to a more supportive orthotic as your ligaments, your tendons, and your cartilage get used to it. If that's still not getting used to it, if you're having a hard time adjusting, there's absolutely nothing wrong with using a walk, a cane, ankle braces, knee braces, massage sticks, massage back braces, or back massagers. I use them too. It warms me up in the morning. It's a great start. And then if that's not working, you want to come in to see a podiatrist like myself. And if you're in Michigan, I would love to see you. I usually follow with pre-made orthotics that I have available for free in my office in most cases to start off with. And then we have a 3D printer that can print custom orthotics a lot of the times for very cost-effective rates, much cheaper than the pre-ordered ones even online. What I do is I do a biomechanical exam. I check your hips, your knees, your thighs, your hamstrings, your calf muscles. I bend your ankles up and down, your big toe joints up and down. I see where it's tight. What kind of adjustments do we have to make? And the thing is, you can adjust them from appointment to appointment. You want to look at your leg kind of like a dentist looks at a tooth. You don't want to straighten that tooth all at once. You want to take that tooth and get used to it a little bit straighter, a little bit straighter, a little bit straighter. And when your foot is now straight, that soft tissue gets used to it. Your hamstrings, your thigh muscles, your hips, your lower back, over a couple months, get used to walking straight. That's when walking barefoot makes sense. That's when strengthening your muscles makes sense. At first, you want to just get used to walking straight and your muscles will adapt. Using this method, virtually 100% of patients that come see me do see improvement. And there's no real risk. The cost does not have to be high. What's a $20 or $30 or $50 pre-made orthotic when you're weighing surgery as a result? And here's the real big secret. All of this stuff is around for a reason because it works. There's happy people and there's unhappy people with all of these. You just have to use it correctly. And the big secret with orthotics are nobody really makes a lot of money on these anymore. Compared to like a $20,000, $30,000 surgery for a hospital, why would the hospital advertise a pre-made orthotic? Why would the medical system advertise a $20 orthotic when they can make money on a $30,000 surgery and a patient for life? It's something you have to think about. And that's why there's not that many studies for orthotics anymore. The reality is, in my opinion, orthotics work amazing. This stuff all works. The barefoot walking works, the orthotics, the good shoes, they all work, but they have to be used at the right time and the right sequence. I go over my favorite shoes, my favorite orthotics, and my condition-specific guides. If you're in Michigan, come see me. But the big secret as well is you have to get a biomechanical exam. If something's hurting when you wear your orthotics, you have to get it looked at. Is it a bad knee, a bad hip, a bad foot? You might have to massage. You might have to use a foam roller. You might have to get physical therapy. You might have to get an injection. You might have to get shockwave therapy. Ungunk your body. Start walking straight. And if you want to walk straighter, check out my 30-day guide to transform your health. You won't regret it.